So this is basically where the rich and famous come to sue each other. Yeah. And Diana's inquest took place here as well. There are often TV cameras and paparazzi here. So that's the civil court. Runs all the way along this side of the street here. Ahead of us you might be able to see the Black Dragon through the front window. This is one of the dragons that marks the entrance to the City of London. This is called Temple Bar, and there used to be a big archway standing here, and now it's standing outside St Paul's Cathedral. So I'm going to ask you to reference that, because I'm going to talk about it when we're in St Paul's Cathedral. Oh yeah, it's up there on the TV, on the screen. Look. There's the big dragon. This is the official spot where, if the Queen is visiting the City of London, she asks the Lord Mayor of London for permission to enter the city. The Lord Mayor, of course, says yes, but it's a way of you know, reminding everyone that the city's always been independent and looked after its own finances, etc. The building on the right-hand side here, with the black and white timber, is what London looked like before the Great Fire of London. It survived the Great Fire. There it is on the right-hand side. Prince Henry's rooms. Through that archway is the Knights Templar Church. And some of you will have heard of this. If you know your Da Vinci Code, it's in the book, it's also in the film, and they allowed them to film in that church, in the movie of Da Vinci Code. The Knights Templar Church dates back to 1185. It's often open. If you can get in, do go, because it's unlike any other church in London. It's got a circular nave. 1185, Knights Templar Church. Yes, the Great Fire of London of 1666 started in a baker's shop on Pudding Lane. That's quite next to London Bridge, really. And this fire raged for 4 days. It destroyed over 30,000 properties. 80% of the original City of London was destroyed, basically. But if you look now, Hare Place on the right hand side, these little alleyways between the buildings here, look down your left hand side here, particularly when we get up to the pub, but these little alleyways are medieval. Yeah, St Dunstan's Court on the left here, because when we rebuilt the city after 1666, we wanted to get everybody back to work as quickly as possible, so we rebuilt it on the old and medieval street pattern. Look at the oldie Cheshire Cheese pub here. One at the front, one at the back. The Cheshire Cheese pub was drank in by Charles Dickens, amongst others, and it was burnt in the Great Fire of London and rebuilt in 1670. So it dates to 1670. So medieval street pattern, still here in the oldest part of London. But this is these days the finance and business district, has been for many, many years. So all these people you see here, they're all working in the city, because Saturday and Sunday there's hardly anybody here, hardly anybody lives in the square mile itself. But just at the top of the street is St Paul's Cathedral. I think Daniel's going to try and drop us at the front of it, but stay with me for a couple of minutes, guys, okay, so we get our logistics sorted. Just to warn you, St Paul's Cathedral is very warm inside, always. It's the warmest church I've ever been in anywhere in the world, and so I'm going to leave my big coat on the coach and just come in with take my scarf with me. Obviously it's cold on the street, not as cold as I thought it would be, but it does get quite warm in the church, chaps, okay, so bear that in mind. And what we'll do is we'll leave the coach together, we'll just group on the steps so we know where we are. I'll point you all in the right direction. Give us a time to come back to me, and then we'll do the tour inside the church. Okay, everybody, we're going to leave the coach along here. Look, on your right hand side there's an eat, there's a pret-a-manger.